Now, those of you that are familiar with my YouTube videos will know that the majority of them are just ride montages edited together of various camping trips and days out that I've done. Now, for the most part, I tend to set these to music, and there's a good reason for that. Audio quality on consumer cameras is not very good, and trying to get decent audio quality out of an action camera is virtually impossible. Now, for me, putting a microphone inside my helmet and simply connecting it up to my camera wasn't an option because of the camera that I have. Also, for a long time, I've aspired to do some video reviews of various products and pieces of equipment, and I fancied having a go at some motor vlogging. Now, this year I've decided it's time to do something about it, so I started looking into what I actually need to do to get some decent audio quality so that I can make videos of the type that I wanted to make. And one thing that I discovered is that TV companies, professional video makers, even the movie industry, they don't use in-camera audio. All the audio that you hear when you're watching TV is actually recorded on a separate audio recording system. Now, I needed something small and light that I could simply pop into my top pocket when I'm riding, and that was convenient to use and carry around. And I had a look at what was available on the market. Some of them are a bit too large, but they all have one thing in common. They're all very expensive. Now, the final solution for me was the Evistr L53 digital voice recorder. This is a very small unit. It's perfect for my purposes, and it's at the right sort of budget. It was £43. And unlike a lot of the cheaper budget audio recorders that record in MP3, this is actually capable of recording in WAV files. Now, that's a high bitrate sound recording format. It comes with a number of accessories. It's got some bits and pieces for recording landline telephone conversations. It also comes with a basic lapel microphone, a basic set of earbuds, and a line-in cable. The first thing that strikes you about it when you're picking up is its weight. It's very small, it fits into the palm of your hand, but it's very heavy for its size. And this is because the entire casing is made of aluminium. It has a very robust quality feeling about it. Now, the inbuilt microphones are located at the top, and they're in some sort of casing. I'm not sure whether it's painted plastic or whether it is some sort of metal, but the two guards at either side of it are certainly made of metal. Now, I'm not sure what the two gold coloured posts for. I don't know whether they have a function or whether they're just decorative. Altogether, it has three sockets. There's a 3.5mm microphone socket, there's a 3.5mm headphone socket, and there's a micro USB socket. On the left hand edge, starting at the bottom, there's your power switch, then you've got your delete button, above that is the A and B position button, then at the top there's the noise reduction switch. Now, at the right hand edge at the top, there's the switch that allows you to toggle between the MP3 player mode and the DVR or digital voice recorder mode. Below that is your volume rocker switch, which also operates as your gain control when you're recording. Below that, of course, is your micro USB. Now, on the front at the top, you've got your stop button, top left, then you've got your play and pause button, then on the right you've got your menu button. Below those, again starting on the left, you've got your rewind, in the middle your fast forward, and then lastly on the right you've got your record button. Finally, at the bottom on the right hand side, you've got your T mark or your time mark button. This just allows you to put a marker on any recording that you need to be able to get immediate access to. The menu is fairly straightforward. You simply press your menu button, obviously, to get into it. Once you've done that, your rewind and your fast forward are your two navigation buttons. They allow you to navigate through the menus to the sub-menus. Once you've got to where you want to be, you press menu again because this has now become your select button. In order to go back or come out of your memory, you simply use the stop button, which has now become your back button. And of course, to record, it's quite straightforward. It's just like any other device. Right, so here we have a short video clip using the Sony AS200 action camera. Now, this is going to be recording the audio via the onboard microphone situated on the front of the camera. At the same time, I'm using the Evistr L53 recording device to record the same soundtrack. What I'll do is I'll sync them both in post on the editing program. We'll check out the video quality and see which we think is the best. Right, so here we have a short video clip using the Sony AS200 action camera. Now, this is going to be recording the audio via the onboard microphone situated on the front of the camera. At the same time, I'm using the Evistr L53 recording device to record the same soundtrack. What I'll do is I'll sync them both in post on the editing program. We'll check out the video quality and see which we think is the best. So the Evistr costs on Amazon £43. I actually managed to get it on a flash deal for £32, which was just there for 24 hours. I've not seen it at that price again, but either way, it does represent very good value for money for what this machine can do and the accessories that come with it. Now, it comes complete with a lithium-ion rechargeable battery, which is sealed inside. I've been using this unit for over 5 hours straight out of the box without charging it, and it's still showing me full charge. So I don't think battery life is going to be a problem. It records in two formats. It records in MP3 or it records in high quality WAV files. Now, the manufacturers say that in the WAV file it will give you 720 minutes of record time. That's high quality stereo sound. In MP3 there are two different formats. One is low quality and one is high quality. We won't discuss the low quality because I don't think you're going to be using that. The high quality, it'll record over 17,000 minutes of audio, which is going to be more than enough for anyone. Now, it's up to the user really which format he uses. I prefer WAV because in post-production, if I want to tweak the sound, I've got more information there to be able to get exactly what I want out of it. MP3, you're a little bit more limited because there's less information there. But do bear in mind that most camcorders record an MP4, which is an audio-video version of the MP3 format. So it's still a perfectly usable format. Here's a quick clip of the Evistr in action whilst I was riding my bike. I simply popped the Evistr into my top pocket with the lavalier microphone that actually came with the package. So I wasn't expecting an awful lot from this microphone, but in actual fact it did perform quite well. Very windy conditions. I was travelling between 50 and 60 miles an hour. The sound is very legible. I think I was shouting a little bit, and I could probably have done with just notching the gain down a little bit on the unit before I started the recording, because I noticed on the waveforms it did peak once or twice, so I should maybe have brought it down one or two clicks on the on the gain control. But you know, a bit of a learning curve at the moment. So have a listen to it, see what you think. I'm quite pleased with it for a first attempt, and it certainly does show that for moto vlogging and any type of vlogging, this machine can be a very powerful and useful tool for the video maker.
So here we are, this is a quick audio test with the Evistr L53 audio recorder. I've got it popped in the top pocket of my bike jacket with the lavalier microphone that came with it plugged in and just temporarily arranged in my helmet. The wind noise is quite high, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out. I'm recording the video through the Sony AS200V. We're currently doing about 50-55 miles an hour. It'll be interesting to see how it copes with it.